name is Baba Kevin Collins, and I'm with the African Drum and Dance Parent Association, which we've been in organization for over 30 years now. And out of that, we have a group called Kungana Drum and Dance Company. And so we have many hats under that DDPA organization. And we're located in the Flint Development Center, which is the old Bunch School in the north end of Flint. And we have a lot of great programs going on over there that we do. We have programs for seniors. So I do have some flyers. We have choir, we have drumming, we have dancing, we have cooking, we have sewing, we have video, we have music programs. And when I say music program, a child can come to, or an adult can come to us and learn an instrument free of charge. All of our programs are free to the community. We don't charge not one dime, and we treat everybody the same, whether if you've been there 10 years or 2 days, okay? I even have youngsters as early young as 2 and 3 years old coming in to learn some of the craft and the things that we're doing in the community here in Flint. And it's a great, in Applewood, I have so much history here. I used to come out here and play for Miss Mott. I used to bring the students out here many, many years ago. And when we used to be at Christ Enrichment Center, she would come up there and see us perform. And then she would send a little note to me and say, bring all the children to lunch tomorrow. And we would come and we would have lunch with her and drum and dance and have a great time. So when I come to Applewood, I feel I'm at home. It's like just a place that's just so warm and the rich history here. And we've been doing so many great things in the community that this year, well, we do every year, we have an annual programs that we do. We have a summer program that we have in June. And we have also, we're getting ready now for a program we call Kungana. Kungana, which means to be connected. When we feel we connected with everybody, everywhere we go. That's be connecting things together. That's what it means in Swahili. And this year, and I bring in 15 people from West Africa. Okay? So we have a concert, and the concert's going to be November the 11th. It will be at Hamady High School. So we want you to come out, and you say you like Hamady. So we will be doing that, and also we will be doing some community. During that week, we will have some community concerts at some of the schools that we'll be doing. Have workshops with the artists, which will also be at the Flint Development Center. And this is a way that we can really educate you about the culture, about the dances, where they come from. When we say West Africa, so we learn dances from Mali, Guinea, Ghana, Senegal, Ivory Coast, just to name a few. So we cover more than just one piece of Africa, even South Africa. Now, what I have in my hand is a gourd. We talk to kids, we take them out to the gourd farms, and we let them pick the gourds. Some that we take them and we let them ripe and get through it. We cut them, which the gourd was the actually first drum on earth. So when we use the gourd, we teach the kids how to use these. Also, I'm going to show you one that this next one is what we call a shaker ray, when we put the shells and the beads on them. This is one that the students make. So we are teaching these children art forms, things that they can be able to do at home. That's why we have the life skills. We teach them how to cook and how to sew. You'd be surprised how a young man say, well, my button popped off, Bob, or you're going to learn how to sew it on and put it on yourself. In order to reach one, we must teach one, and that's what we are do. So we right there hands-on with the students, teaching them life skills. You're going to look to mom and daddy, you're going to learn how to sew that button yourself. And then turn around and learn how to iron your own shirt and your own jeans and pants and different things. The shaker rays, we take the beads, we teach them how to beat them, how to put them on, how to color them. And we also teach them about the African flag. the red, the black, the green, and the gold, the yellow about the flag with the culture. And then once you put these on, it's called a shaker race. So these are instruments that we use to teach, to work in our community. And like I say, we're going to have, we do Kwanzaa every year. So this year we're also going to be doing a Kwanzaa concert. We actually have a tour. Now, we also do some special things when we do workshops. I've been working with the Kennedy Center for over 30 years as well. And we have a special needs program that we brought to Flint, and that we work with our Flint schools and surrounding schools in the areas. And we also work in the after school program. We also have an after school program over in Richfield too as well. So, and in this program, we go into the schools, and what we do is we work with the disabilities, and there are many disabilities in the community that we have to make sure we address. And we have one of those policies: we don't leave any child behind, despite of what is going on. I just recently came from Boston, Massachusetts, where we had a conference there to where I was voted almost. There was me and another gentleman, the #1 workshop there that I took. I drove drums from Flint all the way to Boston, Massachusetts. I took pots, buckets, pans, trash cans, djembes, shaker rays, bells. The lady looked at me and she said, "I don't believe you did that." But I wanted to present to them what the workshops that we're doing in the schools. So I told her, you don't have to be a master drummer or dancer, but when you're working with them, we take them and teach them new methods in science, English, math, history, using the instruments. And we're getting ready to go into the schools here October 1st. So we're continuing, and this is coming from the John F. Kennedy Performing Arts Center out of Washington, D.C. Ambassador Jane Kennedy Smith, that was one of her babies. And I've taken a group from Detroit to the Miss Smithsonian Institution in Washington and performed. And we just came back from Washington, D.C. at Howard University, where we were performing there as well. So we travel around. We do a lot in Flint. We do a lot of stuff outside of Flint. We move around. And we're an organization that we get our hands dirty. We get right to the core of things and work with students. I'm in the schools. You'd be surprised how many parents call me, and we have to deal with these young people, because young people have a lot of things going on. So we got to talk to them. If we don't talk and communicate with them, how can we connect with them? Because they are our next generation. We got to get in there and talk to them and let them understand what life is about and the things and the purposes of them getting an education and a higher education, and keep going, get that education and bring it back to your community so it helps your community, So we're doing that. So a young lady said, "Well, Baba, my daughter's doing all of that stuff and she's working with you. But what is that doing for her education?" I said, "Yeah, it's doing a lot for her education." She said, "It is." So this is a young lady who had 2 left feet. This is a story. She left and she started going to Carmen Ainsworth. By her dancing with us and working her footwork out, she got on the cheerleading team. So that was great. So anyway, she did so well that she got a scholarship. Same mother said I was going to get that scholarship to Michigan State University. She got to, listen, she finished in 3 years instead of 4 years, graduated with all the honors, and then they shipped her out to China or somewhere. She had to do some teaching stuff. She came back. They didn't let her come back to Michigan. They stopped her in Chicago, and now she's teaching, and she's been teaching there for 3 years. And I have other students that are doctors and who went through my program, and school teachers and lawyers and different things. So you make a difference with a student. You have to take that time up and talk to them. So we there for those students. And we try to help them any kind of way as possible that we can. Also, like I say, we have many programs. Also, if you like jazz, on Tuesday nights, Flint Development Center, 7:30, 10:30. I have great jazz musicians who live in Flint and outside of Flint who come in and play, and we have a great good time. So we're an organization that is about Flint and for Flint, and about community. So we're going to keep doing our things, and I got some cards and some flyers. I'm not hard to get in touch with. You know, you guys will see me on. I got some new stuff coming out as well. We're working on a new TV channel for the students as well to showcase them and what they're doing. And we have a couple of students who have a new videos going to be going on, and it's about education, and it's called Africa. So we're working on a lot of stuff that, it's a lot of stuff that we got to get in and teach these children. And I always used to say, everybody's not going to graduate, okay? But we're going to make sure you got some life skills that you don't have to go out, rob, steal, or kill, or do any of those types of things. We want to make a difference in the children's life. And the thing about all of our organizations, this is very important. We have to keep doing what we're doing, because students leave, and when they come back, they have to come back to something in their community. So I commend you guys and what you guys are doing, because it takes all of us to make this village. And we all have to live in. The village is Flint, you guys. Thank you.